call to order the Board of Works meeting for today, December 18th at 10:27. We can start with bid and proposals received.
Yes, good morning. I have four bids for the art place. The first one is from Powers and Sons. It just says general construction is the category, $227,884.
Is there an alternate one?
Oh, okay. I see both of them that, these are copies of the same thing. One says general construction, and then there, oh wait, there's a second page here. Then it talks about an alternate bid for a pedestrian walkway, deduct $26,040. And then the vendor area asphalt installation, deduct $21,675. There was two different ones based on, one was for pedestrian walkway, deduct $26,040, and the other one was a vendor area, deduct $21,675.
That is to use asphalt instead of paper bricks.
The next one I have is from Gary Up Construction. As general contractor, $281,700, and let me just repeat that. I thought somebody asked. It was $281,700, and then deduct $27,280 for the alternate bid 12B, and 13B deduct $25,500.
Who's on her?
Gary Up.
Thank you.
Next one I have is from Burling Builders. Doesn't list the category, but it lists the amount of $279,250. And then it doesn't say, for 12B it says $5,100, doesn't say add or deduct. And for 13B it says $5,750, but doesn't say add or deduct.
What was that second one?
$5,750. And the last one, doesn't say who it's, Gary Materials Supply. It doesn't give a category name, but the dollar amount is $208,947.50. For the 12B, it says $37,200 deduct, and for the 13B, deduct $31,235.50. So that's all the
I'm
bids.
sorry, they have a question.
That alternate one again, what was that? That's 37,000 what?
$37,200 deduct on 12B. 13B of deduct $31,235.50.
The under bid?
I'll make a motion then to accept the bids as presented.
A second?
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Award CDBG Emergency Senior Rehabilitation Bid.
Yes, I have award of CDBG Emergency Senior HRP Rehabilitation bids for 765 Johnson Street, 621 New Hampshire Street, 4140 Jefferson Street, 1728 Ellsworth Street, and 1103 Benton Street. On November 27th, bids were received for CDBG EMG rehabilitation work on the above referenced properties. Accordingly, we are recommending that the following contractors be awarded the bids. Quality Trust and Certified Heating for 765 Johnson Street, $4,088. Quality Trust and Certified Heating for 621 New Hampshire Street, $6,593.50. Quality and Trust Certified Heating, 4140 Jefferson Street, $7,569. JMD Construction, 1728 Ellsworth Street for $24,600. And then the last one, JMD Construction for 1103 Benton Street, $23,300. I will make a motion then to award the bids as requested.
A second?
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Claims.
Next, I have ratification of claims for December the 12th. It's for the Fund 279 Genesis Center operating of $443.50. I have a ratification of claims for December 13th. The general fund, $11,268.57, and 451 Howell Park for $2,644. Then I have approval of the pension payroll for December 18th. For fire pension is $373,014.36. And police pension payroll is $378,602.19. Total pension payroll for December 18th is $751,616.55. And then I have the approval of the pension payroll withholdings for December 18th. Those total $84,621.92. And then lastly, I have approval of claims for December 20th. And they're as follows. The general fund of $267,623.46. Law, Fund 820 Law non-reverting of $11,934.55. Then I have special revenue that total $120,907.05. And they are as follows. Fund 213 ESG Shelters, $14,167.40. Fund 222 Emergency Shelter, $1,569.50. Fund 223 Comp Court of $1,799. Fund 229 Unsafe Building, $10,350. Fund 231 Local Road and Streets, $3,435.77. Fund 235 Solid Waste, $672.85. Fund 243 GHGD Rental, $143. Fund 250 Park Department, $577.50. Fund 251 Park Athletics, $649.91. Fund 261 Community Development, $28,874.61. Fund 705 Social Services, $818.63. Fund 710 is confiscated of $120. Fund 823 Consolidated Area TIF, $364. Fund 826 Lakefront TIF, $2,650. Fund 840 GUEA Properties, $17,088. And the last special revenue is Fund 878 Firefighter, is $37,714. Then I have Fund 212 Home Program, $750. Fund 216 Marquette Park, $10,405.19. Fund 224 Ambulance Non-Reverting, $45,568.13. Fund 279 Genesis Center Operating, $5,705.12. Fund 702 Fire Pension Fund, $2,800. Police Pension, Fund 730, $12,000. Fund 791 Self-Insurance, $22,917.87. Fund 855 Blight Elimination of $6,819. And lastly, Fund 879 is the Genesis Center Tourism of $700. Total claims to be paid this Friday of $508,130.37. I make a motion to ratify the claims, approve the claims, and approve the pension payroll as presented.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence from the media department.
What is that one?
The equipment purchase.
Okay, the Gary Media Department is submitting their attached QCA 40 form and a quote from B&H Photo for the following. Mole Richardson In-Betweeny Light Kit for $6,354.95. The lighting kit will be used in public access studio for the purpose of providing professional lighting for videotaping programs used on public access television station operated by the Common Council. Let's see the quote here. Do you have a copy of the quote? I just have the QC 12 and what's here. There's no quote attached.
What do you want to do?
Let's skip this one and bring it back at the end, and maybe we can have somebody get Vanessa Williams to see if she has a quote.
Okay. Okay, then next I have the extension of the contract for Ask Me Local 409. The Law Department has reviewed the extension of the 2015-2017 collective bargaining agreement. The parties could not reach a final collective bargaining agreement, and the parties mutually agreed to extend the existing contract until February 29, 2020. The extension is in proper legal form and sufficient to accurately protect the interests of the city of Gary. Attached is for the two different union contracts, and both are signed by the union. So I will make a motion then to approve the extension of contract with Ask Me Local 409.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence from Public Works.
Let's see, that's Mark
International.
That order. Law Department has reviewed the attached contract with Mark International LLC for the security services. The contract is for the contract to provide security for the city, Gary City Hall Annex, Gary Health Department, and the Gary Metro Center. The term of the contract is from July 15, 2019 through December 31st, 2019. Mark International and the City of Gary previously executed a contract for security services that extended the stated allowed contract amount set by the Public Works Department. Mark International has continued to work under the terms of the contract and continue to invoice the City of Gary for payment since the expense of the prior contract amount. The city must now ratify a new contract and amount to cover the amount due Mark International since the expense of the prior contract and to the appropriate appropriation and amount for the remainder of the calendar year. The amount paid to the contractor for the services under the contract shall not exceed $40,000. The contract is in proper legal form and sufficient to accurately protect the interests of the City of Gary. That's the terms and everything agrees. I believe it is, yeah, and everything else is here. So I will make a motion then to approve the contract with Mark International.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Correspondence from the Health Department. Where did it go? the contract with Rodina and Kavachi.
Yeah, it is. The Law Department has reviewed the enclosed contract with Rodina Ivachi to work with the City of Gary Health Department as a program development, implementation, and outreach coordinator. The term of the contract is from July 31st, 2019 until December 31st, 2019. Contractors are paid an amount not to exceed $8,890. I believe that's what the scope and the terms and the compensation all agree. I will make a motion then to ratify and approve the contract with Rodina.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence from the Common Council.
Have a contract with Datamine. The Law Department has reviewed the enclosed contract with Datamine Internet Marketing Solutions to update the website for the Gary Common Council. The term of the contract is from December 10th, 2019 until December 31st, 2019. The contractor shall be paid an amount not to exceed $2,025. And the terms and the compensation agree. It's been signed, so I will make a motion then to award the contract to Datamine.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence from the Law Department.
First thing I have is an intergovernmental agreement with the Indiana Department of Corrections for the transfer of property on the 500 block of Tyler Street. The Law Department has reviewed the enclosed attached intergovernmental agreement for the transfer of real property to the Indiana Department of Corrections. The parties are authorized under IC 36-1-11-8 to enter into this agreement. Under the terms of the agreement, the city will transfer the east side of the 500 block of Tyler Street, which currently includes a parole office operated by the IDOC and vacant lots. In exchange for the property, the IDOC will maintain both the west and east side of the 500 block of Tyler Street and potentially develop the vacant lots. The maintenance and terms are detailed in the agreement. The agreement provides clawback language for material breaches of the agreement as well as the rights of first refusal for the city. It lists the property being listed as 577 Tyler Street, 573 Tyler Street, 569 Tyler Street, 565 Tyler Street, 561 Tyler Street, 555 Tyler Street, 553 Tyler Street, 549 Tyler Street, 547 Tyler Street, 541 Tyler Street, 537-39 Tyler Street, 533 Tyler Street, 531 Tyler Street, 525 Tyler Street, and 521 Tyler Street. I will make a motion then to approve the, what do you call this, the agreement as presented.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
LDA for Majestic Star Casino 1 and 2.
Yes, the Law Department has reviewed the attached local development agreement with Majestic Star 1 and Majestic Star 2 LLC. After the previous LDA was approved by the council, further amendments to the LDA were made to the agreement. Also, there were some errors that were corrected, including the signature page, which had other signatures on there. The LDA is in proper legal form and sufficient to actually protect the interests of the city of Gary. I will make a motion then to approve the local LDA agreement as presented.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
I have one question. Did you check the signature page, make sure it had the corrected
Yeah, I did.
information? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's one of the things I looked at.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm sorry, before we move on, did we do the contract with Constance Electric?
Is it on?
It's probably on the new agendas.
It wasn't on mine.
Okay, so we'll just put it at the end.
Yep.
That's one of the ones, is that, yeah, that's
Yeah, that's the one.
IT's. We'll put it in under new business because
Okay.
it wasn't on the original agenda.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes, correspondence, I'm sorry, for community development.
Have approval of a memorandum of understanding between the city and the Committee for the Gary Community Development Agreement. The Law Department has reviewed the attached MOU between the city and the Committee for a Community Development Agreement. This MOU between the city and committee for a Gary Community Benefits Agreement is a local community group that will be responsible for monitoring the community benefits agreement. The parties to this MOU came together for the purpose of promoting community development in a city that will create jobs for the residents of the Gary community. The MOU is a result of the local development agreement that was signed with Majestics 1 LLC and Majestic 2 LLC on or about December 17, 2019 in the city. Under the agreement, a compliance officer will be hired to assure that developers comply with the provisions of the CBA. The MOU establishes the policies and procedures that are consistent with the CBA and its goals and objectives. Under the agreement, the city will contribute $100,000 annually from revenue generated from the Terre Haute Casino pursuant to the LDA. Before any funds are transferred, the group is required to submit periodic reports to the city outlining the organization's income expenses on an annual basis. The term of this MOU will be from December 31st, 2019 until January 24th, 2024. I will make a motion then to approve the MOU.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Housing repair, this is from community development, housing repair.
Eastland is
Yes.
first?
Mhm.
Okay. The law office of Inga Lewis Shannon has reviewed the attached housing repair services contract between Willie and Carla Eastland and JMD Construction. The contract is for work to be commenced within 5 days of the procedure work order at 1103 Benton Street. Pursuant to the contract will be paid an amount not to exceed $23,300. Everything is here, the dollar amounts and the contract, everything agrees, and it's been signed. I'll make a motion then to award the contract between Eastland and JMD Construction.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Senior repair.
Yep. Next I have senior repair services contract. The law office of Inga D. Lewis Shannon has reviewed the attached senior repair services contract between Richard Robertson Sr. and JMD Construction. The contract is for work to be commenced within 5 days. The procedure work order at 1728 Ellsworth Street. Pursuant to the contract will be paid an amount not to exceed $24,600. Everything is here, all the proper documentation, it's been signed. I'll make a motion then to award the contract between Robinson and JMD Construction.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, I have emergency housing repair services contract. The law office of Inga Lewis Shannon has reviewed the attached emergency housing repair services contract between Stephanie Bolware and Quality Trust and HVAC. The contract is for work to be commenced within 5 days of the procedure work order at 765 Johnson Street. Pursuant to the contract will be paid amount not to exceed $4,088. Again, everything is here, it's signed. I will make a motion then to award the contract between Bolware and Quality Trust and HVAC.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, I have contract for emergency housing repair services contract. The offices of Inga D. Lewis Shannon has reviewed the attached emergency housing repair services contract between Donald McCoy and Quality Trust and HVAC for work at 4140 Jefferson Street. Pursuant to the contractor will pay an amount not to exceed $7,569. Again, all the documentation signatures are here. I will make a motion then to award the contract between McCoy and Quality Trust and HVAC.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye. Spicer's next.
Yes, sponsors.
Excuse me. Emergency, this is regarding emergency housing repair services contract. The law office of Inga D. Lewis Shannon has reviewed the attached emergency housing repair services contracts between Diane Spicer and Quality Trust HVAC. The contract is for work at 621 New Hampshire Street. Pursuant to the contract will be paid an amount not to exceed $6,593.50. Having already reviewed the contract, everything is here, so I will make a motion then to award the contract between Spicer and Quality Trust and HVAC.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Continuum of care?
Yes, let's see. What we got here. This is for CDBG 2019 Continuum of Care Network Subrecipient Agreement for Continuum of Care Network Region 1-A Program Agreement. The Law Office of Inga Lewis Shannon has reviewed the attached CDBG 2019 Continuum of Care Network Agreement between the City of Gary Department of Community Development and the Continuum of Care Network. The contract is for services began on September 1st, 2019 and will end on August 31st, 2020. Pursuant to the contract, the subrecipient will pay an amount not to exceed $35,000. Having reviewed everything, I will make a motion then to award the contract to Continuum Care of Northwest Indiana as presented.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye. Youth Services next.
Yes.
Okay, the CDBG funds for the Gary Youth Services Bureau will be used for the operation of a program that will provide education on nutrition, recreation, fitness, academic support, mentoring, and planting and gardening to Gary's low to moderate income youth after school and during the summer. This is a CDBG 2019 agreement for out-of-school time program between the City of Gary Department of Community Development and the City of Gary Youth Services Bureau. The contract for services to be performed began on July 1st, 2019 and will end on June 30th, 2020. Pursuant to the contract, the subrecipient will pay an amount not to exceed $87,087. Having reviewed everything, all the documentation, signatures here, I'll make a motion then to award the contract for the Gary Youth Services Bureau.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Gary Health Department?
Yes.
Okay. Next, I have the CDBG funds will be provided for promotion of healthy living through testing, education, prevention, protection, and intervention of sexually transmitted diseases. Attorney Lewis Shannon has reviewed the attached agreement for the Gary Health Department Sexually Transmitted Disease Program between the City of Gary Department of Community Development. The contract for services began on January 1, 2019 and end on December 31st, 2019. Pursuant to the contract, the agency will pay an amount not to exceed $40,338. Having reviewed this, all the signatures documentation is here, I will make a motion then to ratify and approve the contract for the Gary Health Department STD program.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Gary Leadership Coalition?
Yeah. And, this is for a learner partner mentoring project. CDBG funds will be used to provide low to moderate income elementary school students with a learning partner mentoring program, which engages volunteers from diverse sectors of the community to take responsibility for enhancing the effective domain of 4th to 5th grade students at the Frankie Woods McCullen Academy at 3757 West 21st Avenue. Attorney Lewis Shannon has reviewed the attached contract. The services for the contract began on January 1st, 2020 and end on December 31st, 2020. Pursuant to the contract, the subrecipient will pay an amount not to exceed $15,000. Having already reviewed this, all the documentation signatures here, I will make a motion then to award the contract for the Gary Literacy Coalition.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Rainbow Shelter?
We did three.
Oh, there's two of them here.
Two?
There are two, Continuum of Care.
Yeah.
I had a Continuum of Care and Rainbow Shelter. That's it. Actually, I see two Continuum of Care on the agenda.
Yeah, well, because there's two different contracts, but I've got two different things here for the Rainbow Shelter. One is an amendment of an ESG 2017 grant agreement, and the other one is for the 2019 one. Are they both supposed to be on there?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I will start then with the amended ESG 2017 Gary Commission for Women Rainbow Shelter Grant Agreement. Attorney Louis Shannon has reviewed the attached amendment to the ESG 2017 Gary for Commission Rainbow Shelter Agreement for Emergency Shelter between the City of Gary Department of Community Development and the Gary Commission for Women. The contract is amended to extend the performance service from January 1, 2020 through June 30th, 2020, and amend the project description. All the paperwork is here, and I didn't have any, so I'll make a motion then to amend the 2017 agreement.
I second.
Let's move a second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye. And then next for the Rainbow Shelter, I have the ESG 2019 Gary Commission for Women grant agreement. The Law Office of Inga Lewis Shannon has reviewed the attached ESG 2019 Gary Commission for Women Rainbow Shelter Agreement for Emergency Shelter between the City of Gary Department of Community Development and Gary Commission for Women. The contract is for services to begin on January 1, 2020 and end on June 30th, 2020. Pursuant to the contract, the agency will pay an amount not to exceed $35,000. Having already reviewed this, everything is here, so I'll make a motion then to approve the contract for the ESG emergency shelter.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then, do we have that second continuum of care?
I have two here.
Okay.
Yeah. So which one I have first? So the first one I have is the continuum of care for data collection. ESG funds will be used to pay the cost of contributing data to the Homeless Management Information System, which is HMIS. HMIS is a software application designed to record and store client-level information on the characteristics and the service needs of homeless persons. The contract is for services to be performed beginning January 1st, 2019 and will end on October 31st, 2020. The subrecipient will be paid an amount not to exceed $25,000. Again, all the proper paperwork and signatures are here, so I will make a motion to approve the contract for data collection.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
And the second one.
Yep, the last one I have here is for continuum of care for rapid rehousing. It's a subrecipient agreement. Where's the other one? The ESG funds will provide for financial assistance, housing relocation, stabilization services, and short and/or medium-term rental assistance as necessary. This will help individuals or families living in shelters or in places not meant for human habitation move as quickly as possible into permanent housing and achieve stability in that housing. Eligible costs include utilities, rental application fees, security deposit, last month's rent, utility deposits and payments, moving costs, housing search and placement, housing stability case management, landlord-tenant mediation, tenant legal services, and credit repair. The contract for services is to be formed beginning January 1st, 2020 and end on December 31st, 2020. The subrecipient will pay an amount not to exceed $40,000. Having already reviewed this, all the paperwork and signatures here, I make a motion to award the contract for the subrecipient agreement as presented.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so the agenda that I have does not have anything else on it. It's already scheduled.
No, it does not.
All right, so I'm going to move on to unfinished business.
We have, we need to add the contract with Constance Electric, and we also need to add the contract for Fager Consulting.
So.
That's under new business.
We had that under new business.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I don't have
So
any.
nothing in unfinished business?
No.
Okay, then let's move on to new business.
I would like to make a motion to add the additional contracts for Continental Electric, the Transitional Cooperative Agreement, contract for Performance Plus, the Ben Clement Agreement, and the, what we said our name was, the Baker Daniels contract.
Okay. Transitional cooperative. Performance plus. FPD.
Yep.
Can you second that motion?
A second, what about being clear? That's all.
She listened.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You second?
A second, I'm sorry.
It's been moved and second. All in favor to adding those items to the agenda?
Aye.
Aye. All right, let's start with Continental Electric.
Okay, I have a contract here with Continental Electric. The Law Department has reviewed the enclosed contract with Continental Electric to install a UPS system with generators. The term of the contract is from December 31st, 2019 until December 22nd, 2020. Contractors shall be paid an amount not to exceed $177,328. All the paperwork and everything is signed. I will make a motion then to award the contract with Continental Electric.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
Nope.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, I'm starting to melt.
I know it's hot in here.
Transitional cooperative.
Yes. We have a request here to approve an amendment to the Transitional Cooperative Endeavor Agreement. The Law Department has reviewed the attached amendment to the Transitional Cooperative Endeavor Agreement between the City of Gary and HUD. The agreement is marked as Exhibit A and attached. In or about July 2013, HUD appointed a recovery administrator to serve as GHA's Board of Commissioners and took possession of GHA's assets and programs for 2 years. The current agreement has been amended and extended to March 31st, 2021. Having reviewed this, I will make a motion then to approve the amendment to the agreement.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Performance plus?
Yes. This is a contract with Performance Plus. The Law Department has reviewed the enclosed contract with Performance Plus to provide deep cleaning to the first, second, and third floors of City Hall and the Hudson Campbell Building. The term of the contract is from December 19th, 2019 to December 31st, 2019. The contractor shall be paid an amount not to exceed $8,387.50. Having reviewed everything, I will make a motion then to approve the contract with Performance Plus.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Ben Clement.
I have a request here to ratify a contract with Ben Clement. The Law Department has reviewed the enclosed contract with Ben Clement to serve as Director for the Office of Film and Television. The contractor has already performed services in prior years for which payment has not been made. Additionally, a contractor has performed work during this year of 2019 without payment. Total amount of the payment for the contractor shall not exceed $25,000 for all periods. The term of the contract is from January 1st, 2015 and ends on December 31st, 2019. I will make a motion then to ratify and approve the contract with Ben Clement.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. FPD.
Yes. I have a contract between the City of Gary and Fager Baker Daniels. The Law Department has drafted the attached contract with Fager Baker Daniels Consulting for Municipal Consulting and the City of Gary Municipal Consulting for Financial Recovery, Choice Neighborhoods, and Economic Development. The term of the contract is from January 1st, 2019 until December 31st, 2019. The cost of providing these services shall not exceed $40,000. I will make a motion then to ratify and approve the contract for Fager Baker Daniels.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye. That was all my new business.
Do we figure out what we're gonna do about this? With the
Oh.
purchase?
Let's check one more time to see if Vanessa's over there.
Lloyd was gonna go check. Lloyd was gonna go check. Come back.
favors and bigger.
Excuse me, Greg? Can you come here a second?
Consultant, 40,000. Bo Kemp, that, yeah, Bakers and Daniels, that's Mr. Kemp.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
He be showing the commerce.
So,
Being Clemens, I know, I'm still aroused. 8,000 to clean up the Hudson County.
Yeah.
Good job.
There's going to be any money left for the new administration, that's for sure. This will be helpful. Okay, thank you.
Now, who is Performance Plus? Where are they at? I never heard of that. Performance Plus.
$8,000 to do that city hall.
And where's Quality Heating, Cooling? I never heard of them. This is the first time they've been on
Who's
this.
quality heating?
well, they submitted bids, so
They submitted bids, their
Okay.
local firm or?
I will make a motion
sorry.
then, going back to the agenda items, then to defer the equipment purchase request.
Do I have a second?
A second.
It's been moved and second. All in favor to defer that item?
Aye.
Aye. All right. If there's nothing else, public comment?
I've got a few comments.
Sure.
First of all, I want to congratulate the Board of Public Works for two items on today's agenda. One, the transfer of property from the City of Gary to the Department of Corrections on the 500 block of Tyler, and the ratification of the agreement between the city and HUD for maintenance, for managing the, for the property that's being managed by them in the city. We used to have the Gary Housing Authority. Now it's under the direct auspices of HUD. And it seems that you would be easy to conclude that the only way to get maintenance in the city is to transfer the responsibility to other entities, because the city of Gary takes very little interest in actual maintenance. For instance, a contract award that you've had proposals for an average of $250,000 for this this art place location. This is going to be a kind of a walking path on a small area on Fifth Avenue by the Art House. And the reason I'm so skeptical of that is, first of all, we have so many responsibilities for maintenance of parks and other public places. If you go just one block south, you find the Buffington, or the old East Side Park, and it's in deplorable condition. If someone wants to walk, why wouldn't we want to make the park a desirable place to walk? In the Buffington Park is the name of it. And instead of creating yet another park, big expense up front, but once again, when it comes time to maintain it, nobody around, no money available for maintenance. And that's the problem we have in the city all over. If you go to the website for Strong Towns, Strong Cities, what they will emphasize repeatedly is the need to maintain infrastructure. That if there's a responsibility to, if you're going to put in an infrastructure, that you've got a responsibility to maintain that infrastructure. And that's where this city falls far short under this administration. We're happy to have shiny new projects, but when it comes time to repair, maintain, clean up, we run short of money, we run short of interest. It just is not as sexy as building something new. So I'm going to commend the board for transferring some of these responsibilities to other entities, because the city's not interested in maintaining any of these locations. But shame on the board for yet spending more money on more infrastructure, unneeded infrastructure, and for giving Bo Kemp another $40,000 is only a few more days to this year, and you're giving them $40,000, just a few more days to this year, then that's a Merry Christmas for Bo Kemp, but a very, very big lump of coal in the stockings of the residents of the city of Gary. Thank you.
Any other public comments? Yes.
Okay, I would like to bring up the Indiana Department of Corrections. All the addresses that you listed were on the east side of the street. And
Yeah.
They said they're gonna maintain the west side of it?
That's correct. I verified that with our redevelopment director.
Okay, so the west side, that's a residential unit from Old Mercy Hospital. They've been trying to tear that down for the past 15 or 20 years. Is that maintenance including the tear down for that particular location?
Don't think so.
Just cutting, nah, not cutting, oh. And see what the deal is. Dan, this $8,000 for Hudson Campbell, what are they gonna clean up for $8,000? What is that about? You wouldn't know the particulars.
I do.
What are they? Oh.
So it's not just Hudson Campbell, they're also cleaning up City Hall, the first, the second, the third floors.
supposed to
They've
say
done the
that.
floors.
She did say that. She said
No,
Hudson
she said
Campbell.
Hudson,
She did. She
Yeah.
did. She said
Yeah.
Hudson
Yeah.
Campbell.
And
and
so
City
for
Hall.
for the Hudson Campbell, they are doing the floors and getting ready for the open house. That'll be on Monday.
Mondays, oh, so they're doing it now then?
Yes.
Okay, now, then too, what are we gonna do next week? It's Christmas. Are we having a meeting?
Yes.
We've
So-
been, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
sorry.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was gonna announce at the end.
Okay, I
that-
apologize.
That's okay. It's all right. No problems. Took the wind out of my sail, but, we're going to change next week's meeting to December 23rd, which is a Monday, same time, 10 o'clock. And then the following week's meeting to December 30th, same time, 10 o'clock. And that is to accommodate the holidays on the next 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you very much, and
problem.
happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too.
And one quick.
If there is nothing else, any more public comments, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved. Thank you, everyone.